commandments was mounted right here. The superintendent says it's not coming back, but that hasn't stopped some students from fighting it. When Anthony Miller started school, he says he quickly realized something was missing.
I noticed it early September.
The freshman says a plaque with the 10 Commandments, which was a gift from the class of 1953, was gone. He says once he learned it was gone for good, he decided to go on strike.
I am attending class because by law I do have to attend class, but I am refusing to participate.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a very brave young man, and I'm happy to say that Anthony Miller is with us right now, freshman at Harding High School in Marion, Ohio. Hello, Anthony.
Hello.
Congratulations on what you're doing. I think taking a stand like that is extremely brave. I know it brings a lot of hardship along with it. First of all, what kind of support are you getting from family and friends, and what kind of pushback are you getting?
The support from family and friends is just they're supporting me in ways that I can never imagine. They're complimenting me. They're saying that if anything is to happen, that they'd be there through the fight. And of course, I'm going to get negative feedback. I've been called names. I've been told to just flunk the grade. But I'm not letting that stop me because, certainly I have an obligation as an American and as a Christian to uphold, and I need that people to understand that.
Any of the people, any of your fellow students who are supporting you, any of them thinking of joining you, or has that been discussed at all? Have you asked them at all?
Well, we have 3 fellow students, Sydney Cook, Cheyenne Abrams, and Shayna Morris. They are the ones who started the petition for the school, and they put it in the school paper, which I don't know if that was available to you via the Marion City Schools website. So they have played an important role. However, no one has decided to go on strike with me at this point.
And the administration, from what I've seen from the Fox story, there's been talks. There's another session scheduled between you and I don't know if it's the principal or I think the superintendent in January. Are there talks going on of some kind of compromise that you're aware of?
Correct. There will be a meeting on January 6th, and that will be with Superintendent Barber, Principal Konecki, and several community leaders and faith-based leaders. We will be meeting to discuss a compromise or see where we can go from here.
What would be satisfactory to you? Would it be just the replacement of that plaque, either in its previous position or another position within the school, or anything short of that? Would anything short of that be satisfactory to you that you could envision at this point?
I think that to satisfy me and the school students, I think that it would either have to be placed back in the original spot or in the building. If not, then donated to the community and placed in a community place, such as City Hall or a church.
From what I've seen, the principal acted in a preemptive fashion, saying that they were afraid, based on other lawsuits along these lines, that they'd be sued. So he didn't want to, or he or she didn't want to deal with that. Does that make any sense to you?
At this point, it does. But at first, there were no complaints, and there still have not been complaints regarding the placement of the 10 Commandments. And so, therefore, I believe that Principal Kurt Konecki decided to remove that without any further judgment or without any reasonable cause.
Yeah, if he had waited till someone objected, then it might have been a different story, I would imagine. What does it say about the country we live in today that those commandments are no longer hanging up there?
Can you repeat that again?
Yeah, what does it say to you about the country we live in today, in the year 2014, that the principal felt compelled for whatever reason to take it down, and they're not hanging up there anymore?
To me, it's stating that the principal was covering the school's legal side of it, but also at the same time, it kind of raises controversy because we have several atheists, we have several non-believers in the schools. So at this point, it raises a lot of things to me, and it opens my eyes to new things that I didn't understand at first.
Are you going to be able to make up the work, Anthony?
Yes, I've spoken with teachers, and have agreed to give me the makeup work when I'm ready.
Great. Anthony Miller, stay in touch. Merry Christmas to you. Good luck, and we'll talk to you again. When we come back, folks, Ken Cuccinelli will be here. Don't go away.